Some women don't fend for themselves. They feed off others for money and murder. A new bride desires a wealthy life without her groom.
All for her own greed in receiving an insurance payout.
A blonde beauty uses her skills of seduction to turn lover against lover.
She was always able to manipulate men, and if she wanted murder, she got it.
And an unfaithful wife orders a hit on her helpless husband.
Investigators found text messages, and that started to put the dots together between these three people.
These deadly women orchestrate cold-blooded murder, then walk away with clean hands for dirty deeds.
There was nothing that would point to her becoming a murderer.
It's breast cancer.
None of that turned out to be true about her, though. Something was wrong here.
Cleveland, Ohio. 41-year-old single mom, Uloma Curry, is patiently waiting for live-in boyfriend, 44-year-old Will Walker, to propose.
It's been 8 years.
William Walker was a firefighter, well-respected in the community. He had been married also and divorced and had 2 children. And when they met, they fell in love.
It's lovely.
But it seems she's waiting in vain.
You really like it?
Uloma began to see the writing on the wall. She probably wasn't going to get a ring.
Hey, look what I got.
There are no wedding bells, but Will gives Uloma and her 16-year-old daughter everything else.
Wow, it's beautiful.
Just like your mother.
Even his home.
When Will and Uloma got together, the whole family moved in. Will was a really hard worker, trying to create as much money as he could to provide for his family and move them into a better situation.
You kids behave yourselves.
Of course.
Will even tolerates the daughter's 19-year-old boyfriend, Chad Paget.
Chad was a kind of a low-level weed dealer.
That boy's no good.
Well, he's the father of her child.
They just seemed to rub each other the wrong way.
He still ain't no good.
But despite that, Will allowed Chad to stay in the home with them.
Will was a catch, and Uloma was a lucky woman to be with him.
But it's not enough. Uloma wants more, and she wants it now.
Hey, babe.
Uloma is getting very impatient, so she devises a plan. She's gonna force him into marrying her. And how is she gonna do that?
What did the doctor say?
It's breast cancer.
Not pregnancy. No, stage 4 breast cancer.
Uloma pretends to be terminally ill.
That's all right. There are wonderful treatments out there, and you can beat this stuff.
Not that I can afford.
She had told Will that she didn't have the insurance that would cover what kind of treatments she would need.
You just jump on my insurance.
But we're not married.
Well, we can change that today. Would you marry me? Is that a yes?
Yes.
So, of course, Will said, marry me, and you can get my health insurance.
In 2013, after 8 years of waiting, Mrs. Walker thinks she's hit the jackpot.
That's when Will got promoted to lieutenant, which earned him a good pay raise. They put aside enough money to put a down payment on a house in Madison, Ohio, and they were getting ready to move.
A new house and legally married. Stage 1 of Uloma's financial plan is underway.
She was quite an avid shopper. Yoloma is known as someone who was really well put together, had her hair done, seemed to always be dressed nice.
A fake illness is the perfect excuse
Hey.
for a spending spree.
Are you opening a store?
Well, I need a little retail therapy to cheer me up.
And her loving husband
That's beautiful.
makes sure she has everything she needs by working 4 jobs.
Well, I'm just here to get changed real quick.
Are you working tonight?
Oh, yeah.
Will was a very stand-up guy. He was way up there.
But the hard work only goes so far. His money starts to dry up.
She didn't have the type of income that would have supported essentially the lifestyle she was trying to live.
Yoloma may not know how to budget, but she's a fabulous liar.
Yoloma is using William's name and social security number, opening up credit cards, getting bank loans.
She had a couple of credit cards taken out in Will's name that he was unaware of.
William, working his butt off, doesn't know anything about it.
But when you build your house on a mountain of lies, something's gotta give.
Yoloma went out and raked up tens of thousands of dollars worth of debt on Will's credit cards. She really knew she was in trouble when they got those credit card bills. She couldn't handle them.
Mom, are you okay?
Yoloma feels that the window of opportunity is closing here and that William is going to find out about her secrets.
I need your help, baby girl.
Yuloma's solution to the problem was to recruit her juvenile daughter
Chad.
and the daughter's drug-dealing boyfriend.
It's time for stage 2 of Yoloma's plan.
Mom needs your help.
What's up?
Mrs. Walker's big payday.
You know what we talked about before?
Lieutenant William Walker had an insurance policy. Yoloma believed that she was the beneficiary of that insurance policy, and that was for approximately $500,000.
We gotta do it.
William, Yoloma knows, is worth more dead than he is alive.
You'll have to be waiting there for the gun. And when he gets back, you'll have to shoot him.
It wasn't enough for Yoloma to conspire to kill a man that was very, very good to her. She made it a family event.
In Cleveland, Ohio, Yoloma Curry Walker has recruited her teenage daughter and her boyfriend to kill her husband.
Yoloma was so confident, she boasted, "I'll get away with it. Who would think I would hire a bunch of kids to kill my husband?"
Chad Paget is ready to help, but he doesn't want to get his hands dirty. He recruits 21-year-old friend Ryan Doherty.
Are we all in?
What's in it for me?
Ryan Doherty was a low-functioning individual, not a very high IQ, and had agreed to be the gunman for some weed and a couple $100s.
You know, sometimes all it takes for murder is just asking the question.
Are we clear on the plan?
Yoloma thinks she has a foolproof plan.
Yoloma explains that she'd like it to appear like a robbery.
It's gotta be tonight.
She tells them, pull Will's pants pockets out so it looks like you went through his pockets, and that way that'll kind of throw the investigators off a little bit.
On the evening of November 3rd, 2013, Yoloma sets the stage to turn her living husband
Hey, babe, have I shown you this?
into cold, hard cash.
We'll have a separate dining room in the new place. It's fantastic.
Speaking of dining, I'm starving. Do you think you could get the takeout now?
Sure, no problem.
So in order to set Will up, Yoloma sends him out for some fast food.
When he leaves, she texts the murder squad back in the basement and says, it's on. So when William comes back, Ryan is waiting. Ryan pops out behind those garbage bins. And he pumps 4 rounds into William, dropping him to the ground.
When she hears the gunshots, she rushes out to the driveway and she sees Will laid out on the concrete, bleeding. She gets on her phone and she calls 911 and puts on the performance of a lifetime.
It's my husband. He's a fireman. Please, he's been shot.
Yoloma's acting can't hide the first in a series of mistakes.
You would just instinctively go to the person you love if they've just been shot and start trying to revive them. But there's no evidence of that. So suspicion number 1. Here is the grieving wife whose husband has just been gunned down, but there's no blood on her.
I gotta see him.
It's not unheard of for a robbery victim to be shot more than once, but it's extremely unusual. To shoot someone 4 times just to steal a wallet is suspect.
William Walker dies in the hospital later that night, with no idea his wife is his killer.
You know, Will gave Yoloma everything, and what she gave him in return was a bullet.
While her behavior is suspicious, there is no evidence to tie Yoloma to the murder. She's free to begin her new, cashed-up life.
She packs her bags and she moves into the new house in Madison, Ohio. It's about this time that Yoloma gets some bad news.
You'll receive around $20,000 from the firefighter fund.
And his pension?
Yoloma neglects to check the most important detail of her plan, the paperwork.
And that goes to his daughter.
Insurance?
His daughter and his ex-wife.
She doesn't get a dime from Will's life insurance or pension,
Here's your copy.
as Will neglected to list her as a beneficiary on those policies.
Will's first wife and children were the beneficiaries. I would have loved to have been a fly on the wall when Yoloma found out.
The murder of William Walker is unsolved for 12 months until a reward inspires a breakthrough. An informant comes forward, claiming he was offered the job by Chad Paget.
Why do you want to kill him? Not me, my girlfriend's mom. She wants him dead.
The informant turned the job down, but he did have the sense to record Chad offering him money to kill Will.
We know everything that went down.
The truth unravels at lightning speed.
And we have your DNA in a shell casing. Who is Yoloma?
Chad said that it was Yoloma who directed this hit against her husband.
Stand up, put your hands behind your back.
The dominoes fall. They bring in her daughter, and what does she do? She gives up her own mother.
All right, let's go.
If I've said it once, I've said it a million times. There is no honor among thieves. Somebody's gonna talk.
I felt like I had no choice.
Yoloma tries to lay blame for her crime on the victim himself.
Stand up for me. Please put your hands behind your back.
You don't understand. He beat me.
She says he beat her, he was mean, he emotionally abused her.
I'm gonna die.
But her lies are finally exposed.
None of which is true. It's the abuse excuse. She tried to play that card, and it did not work for her.
In 2016, Chad Paget pleads guilty to involuntary manslaughter with conspiracy and is sentenced to 28 years in prison. Ryan Doherty pleads guilty to aggravated murder and is sentenced to 23 years to life. As a minor, her daughter pleads guilty to delinquency and serves 1 month detention.
Yoloma ruined not only William Walker's life, but then she ruined her daughter's life. all for her own greed in receiving an insurance payout.
Yaloma Curry Walker is found guilty of aggravated murder and conspiracy. She is sentenced in 2017 to life in prison with no parole.
The fact that Yaloma really thought that she was going to get away with this just kind of demonstrates how out of touch with reality she really was.
Yaloma's grand financial plan came up empty and achieved nothing but pain for those who loved her.
No empathy, no sorrow, nothing. She's a cold-hearted sociopath, and she'll die in prison.
There's a special place in hell for people who pretend to have a terminal illness to get money or sympathy from another person. She was only dangerous to half the population of the world.
What's your back?
She's a black widow.
Melbourne, Australia, 2002. Few men can resist the beauty of 29-year-old casino worker Robin Lindham.
Men seemed to fall under a spell with incredible ease. She worked in an exclusive room where she began to meet some very colorful clientele.
Looking good, babe. Looking good.
Including drug dealer, 35-year-old George Tesis.
Could you, babe? Thank you.
George was deeply involved in the gang world.
They made their money by raiding drug houses, stealing the drugs and the cash.
Robin wants to make her own easy money to fulfill a dream of owning a horse farm.
What are we celebrating?
I have a new job.
She puts her best assets to work.
It's heaps more money.
Yeah.
Your girlfriend is now an exotic dancer.
And she knows she's good looking, she becomes a stripper.
With her lover's blessing, Robin rakes in the cash as an exotic dancer. But it's not the big money she craves.
Robin was fully aware that men would do anything for her and would pay a lot. So she went from stripping to being a high-end escort.
10 a.m. Is he a regular of mine? Yeah, I remember him. Okay.
Hey, babe, I'll be late tonight. I won't be home in time for dinner, all right?
In early 2003, a knock on the door brings the couple's high life to an abrupt end.
Don't move! Show me your hands!
George is arrested for drug possession.
I'm arresting you for the possession and the cultivation of a prohibited substance.
She was making great money. Everything was fine until George was arrested.
I love you, babe. They called the lawyer.
And he went to jail for 5 months.
Robin doesn't waste time crying into her pillow. She gets straight back to work.
She's been seduced by the high life, the glitz and the glamour.
Never one to put her romance on hold, she immediately took up with a guy named Wayne.
44-year-old Wayne Amy is not like the other men in Robin's life.
That was quite a performance.
You aim to please?
Do you ever do private shows?
Listen, mate, Yeah, I do.
Wayne Amy, of all the people in Robin's life, he was a straight guy, a straighty 180, as they say. He was a personal trainer, he played hockey. His friends described him as a happy-go-lucky guy.
But there's one thing he has in common with the men in Robin's orbit.
I know a little place down the road if you,
All right.
After you.
He falls completely under her spell.
Later, fellas.
He was crazy about Robin.
The other man in her life, George Tesis, is due to be released from prison.
Yeah. Yes. Okay.
George's view of their relationship was vastly different than reality.
Yeah, I'll see you later. Bye. He must be excited. Oh, that wasn't George. It wasn't?
She was continuing to see Wayne on the side.
Then who? My hot new guy?
She told one friend she was having an affair with Wayne and that it was time for her to get rid of George.
On May 2nd, 2005, the couple is celebrating George's freedom.
It's going down quick. I was enjoying that.
Robin invited a friend, Matilda, over. They all had dinner and then started drinking brandy and smoking pot.
It's always lovely song.
Here he is. Yeah. It's his favorite.
By late evening, George wasn't just drunk, he was incredibly stoned as well.
You better stay there, I think.
Robin is more in control of her senses. She makes an excuse to leave the house with Matilda.
Hey, George. I'm just going to drop Matilda home because she forgot to leave some lunch money out for her son. Okay?
Yeah, that's all right.
Okay.
But Robin has a more sinister reason for leaving George alone.
Bye.
See you later. Bye.
Robin set her plan in motion to murder George, but she didn't want to do it alone.
What did you forget?
In fact, she didn't want to do it at all.
Is there somebody there?
She got Wayne to do it. George was never seen again, and his body was never found.
While George's distraught family search for answers to his disappearance, Robin moves on and in with Wayne. They're living the high life because they steal more than George's life.
And their lifestyle had been funded by the sale of George's assets.
Robin uses her windfall to fulfill a lifetime dream.
What she really wanted was to live in the country and raise horses. And she convinced Wayne to help her buy it.
Hey! Get off my property!
But the dream is fleeting. Robin and Wayne soon fall behind on their mortgage payments.
This causes real tensions between them.
The problem isn't Robin. It's not yours, it's ours.
They were in financial straits.
On the outskirts of Melbourne, Australia, in 2010, a relationship built on lies, murder, and false hopes is falling apart.
They've gone from a situation where they had a lot of money, living in a penthouse. Now, all of a sudden, they've got a lot of debt. They can't service it.
It's all I've got left. Just let me have my dream.
We'll let the courts decide that, won't we?
Wayne sought counsel as to how to handle the farm and was advised you have to sell it.
Wayne wants his share of the property.
You make my life any harder, you'll regret it.
Robin was furious because it was the only asset that she actually had left from all of her working life.
Watch your back.
Robin has no intention of letting the courts determine her fate. She goes back to what she does best, seducing men for financial gain.
She's leading an extraordinary life, and all these men are prepared to do almost anything to make her happy.
Just do this one thing for me.
And you'll be my wife. Forever and ever and ever.
Promise.
Her latest conquest is 43-year-old Torsten Trebert. Like her other lovers, he is willing to do anything Robin asks of him.
Robin introduced another friend of hers, John Ryan, to Torsten. She told them she wanted Wayne dead, and they were happy to oblige.
On December 10th, 2013, she solves her woes without lifting a finger.
Robin gave her 2 new partners in crime a garage pass to where Wayne lived. When Wayne came in, they jumped him.
It was a vicious attack with a baseball bat, and then they even used a taser.
He's actually still alive. They bundle him into the car.
You don't have to do this, guys. She's crazy, man. Don't listen to her. No!
Everything all good?
I'll do anything. Yeah.
They decide to murder Wayne outside of Melbourne.
As they were driving, they heard Wayne making noise in the trunk. So they pulled over.
Please.
And they stabbed him 4 times.
How is he not dead? Use the rope.
At that point, they've strangled Wayne to death.
Finally.
Wayne had so many injuries in his body that the coroner was unable to actually explain what was the specific cause of death.
Wayne Amy's body is dumped in the woods.
Wayne knew better than anyone he was dealing with a deadly woman. He helped her kill her first boyfriend. He should have taken her more seriously.
But this time, Robin isn't home free. Her accomplices have loose lips. Within hours, police receive a tip-off about the deadly trio.
The brain trust of Robin, Torsten, and John was swimming in the shallow end of the gene pool, and that's how they were caught so quickly.
In 2015, all 3 are arrested and charged with murder.
John and Torsten both pleaded not guilty and tried to blame each other.
They are both convicted. John Ryan is sentenced to 31 years and Torsten Trabert to 28 years. The mastermind, Robin Lindum, pleads guilty and receives 25 years.
Robin's guilty plea worked in her favor because she received the lightest sentence.
But the law isn't done with Robin. The police reopen the investigation into George Tees's disappearance. And a crucial witness from the past comes forward.
Matilda, the woman who was with Robin on the night George disappeared, she breaks her silence. She tells the police that hours after George was killed, Robin confessed.
In 2019, Robin receives an additional 28 years for George's murder.
Despite constant pleas from George's family, Robin has never divulged where his body is.
Robin used her charm and beauty to turn her lovers into killers.
Robin was an evil seductress. She liked to have men around her little finger.
She was always able to manipulate men to get what she wanted. And if she wanted murder, she got it. Some women don't care about humans. They care about money.
We could be together.
And they care that the money is in their purse. Period.
McKinney, Texas, 2014. 65-year-old Englishman,
There we go.
Richard Moore,
Trust me.
and 31-year-old Texas car salesman, Stephen Brockway, may not have the same tastes.
It's an acquired taste.
No way, man. I like my beer icy cold.
But they're good friends.
He would come over for dinner at Richard's home pretty regularly. He would hang out, have drinks together.
Cheers.
Richard and Stephen considered themselves best friends.
Come on, let's eat.
Okay.
Richard's 33-year-old wife, Chansamorn, becomes accustomed to cooking for 3.
Chansamorn called Richard and Stephen the 2 boys whenever they would hang out together.
They married 4 years earlier. Richard does his best to make Thailand native Chansamorn feel at home in Texas.
He bought her a lot. He provided for her comfort, her and her 2 daughters. He was really trying to make a go of this relationship and have a good life.
Richard doesn't know it, but his close friend Stephen is even closer to his wife.
No more, thanks. Look, it's my bedtime. No, you stay. I stay.
In addition to the friendship growing between the 2 men, there was a special friendship growing between Stephen and his friend's wife.
Cheers.
Awesome dinner.
Stephen was in his 30s, so he and Chansamorn were about the same age. And the 2 of them eventually became very close.
Richard has no reason to doubt the loyalty of his wife and friend until a chance discovery late one night in 2014.
Richard decided to go to bed early. And in the middle of the night, when he was getting a glass of water, he noticed that Stephen's car was still out front. So he went poking around and he saw Chansamorn and Stephen in bed together under the sheets, asleep.
It's a heartbreaking betrayal.
They were either so drunk they fell asleep, or they just didn't care if Richard found out. And when he saw them sleeping together, it broke his heart.
The next morning, Richard is in no mood for excuses.
Good morning.
Richard had a lot to deal with.
You didn't come to bed.
I didn't want to wake you.
Don't lie to me.
Not only was his wife in bed with another man, that other man was Richard's best friend.
We were talking and fell asleep.
Please, just don't.
A lot going on there.
Richard calls for a timeout.
I'm going on holiday. Alone.
He spends several weeks in Bangkok, considering his options. He returns home to an icy reception and is banished to the guest bedroom.
Chansamorn was really frustrated with her relationship with Richard.
Incredibly, cheating Chansamorn turns the tables on Richard and accuses him of being unfaithful.
Chansamorn suspected Richard was having an affair, but there's no evidence that he was cheating on her.
In early 2015, her jealousy turns to rage.
Richard is lying in bed, watching a movie.
And her rage leaps to a completely irrational conclusion.
And Chansamorn came to him and accused him of some sort of conversation with another woman.
Who are you talking to?
No one, I'm watching a movie.
They got into an altercation, and Chansamorn bit Richard on the arm.
You crazy woman! What are you doing?
Biting from one adult to another is a savage act. There's no coming back for a relationship in which one person savagely bites the other. Pack your bags, get in the car, go away.
Chansamorn knows her marriage is headed for divorce. But an ex-husband is worth far less to her than a dead husband.
Chansamorn thought she was going to get Richard's life insurance policy, which was worth about $1 million.
If I was in Thailand, I'd have him killed.
Chansamorn brought up the idea of killing Richard.
We could be together.
Her lover, Stephen, is happy to lend a hand to kill his best friend.
People get killed all over the world.
Stephen jumped right in that party. Yep, people get killed all the time, let's do it.
I might know someone.
But they don't want to get their own hands dirty.
Stephen reached out to a marijuana dealer that he knew named Ronald Rosser, lived out in East Texas.
Ron Rosser had a checkered past.
He had a DWI. In fact, in one instance, he crashed his car into a fence post and it took out an eye.
Hello, Stephen.
Stephen offers Ronald $10,000 to do the job. It's a short-sighted long shot, but it pays off. Ronald agrees.
When Stephen decided to pay Ron to kill Richard, Stephen was scraping the bottom of the Hitman barrel.
February 27th, 2015, begins like any other for Richard. He's a creature of habit who keeps a strict routine.
Everything about his life was set to a routine, so he would have tea in the morning at a certain time.
He'd maybe do some chores around the house, and then mid-morning would go take a shower. He was very regimented in that way.
It makes him an easy target for a contract killer. Outside, a rare and powerful snowstorm hits the area. Yet Chansamorn chooses that exact moment to run some errands.
Chansamorn left the house to go to a department store to go pay a bill.
Chansamorn's creating an alibi and ensuring her hired killer has easy access to the house. She keeps in close contact with her co-conspirator, Stephen.
Stephen was texting with Chansamorn to make sure that she was out of the house so that Rosser would be able to come in.
Ronald knew exactly where to go because Richard lived his life on a schedule, and he went to the master bedroom.
Richard has no idea of the danger lurking right outside the door.
He pointed a rifle at his face and shot him the first time through his forearm and then struck him in the face. And he was shot an additional 7 or 8 times solely in the head.
Ronald must not have been very sure of himself. It is absolutely not necessary to shoot someone more than one time in the head to kill them, but that's what he did.
Ronald's payment has been prearranged.
There was around $10,000 in that safe, and that was going to be Ronald's payment for committing this murder.
Later that afternoon, Chansamorn returns home to play the grieving widow.
A lot of money is missing. Thousands of dollars.
Immediately, she starts talking about all this money missing from the safe.
Did you have any problems in the relationship?
No, we were very happy.
It would be helpful if we could go through your phone.
Why?
It could help.
But when investigators examine Chansamorn's phone, they discover dozens of text messages between the victim's widow and his best friend that tell another story.
I don't think Chansamorn and her boyfriend watch too much true crime or crime fiction.
Are you going to be able to leave the house in this bad weather? Yes.
Or they wouldn't have been saying the things they were saying on their cell phones.
To the investigators' surprise, before they go looking for Stephen, he turns up at the police station.
Stephen brought his own handgun to, he said, rule him out as a suspect.
That's my only gun. I thought you might want to test it.
No, sir. No need for that.
He brought in his own revolver to show them it hadn't been fired, but no one knew how Richard had been killed. It wasn't public information that he had been shot.
Can I have a look at your phone, sir?
Investigators found text messages to Ronald the day of the murder, and that started to put the dots together between these three people.
All three are charged with capital murder.
In the state of Texas, it didn't matter if you were the one to pull the trigger, you still get the same charge.
In 2019, Ronald Rosser is found guilty of capital murder. He is sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
Ron was a two-bit convicted felon, the worst person they could have chosen. He had nothing going on upstairs.
Stephen Brockway pleads guilty to murder and agrees to testify at Chansamorn's trial. He receives a reduced sentence of 28 years.
As soon as the first person is arrested, the house falls apart.
Faced with the overwhelming evidence against her, Chansamorn Pokai pleads guilty to murder. She is sentenced to 40 years in prison.
The fact that Chansamorn received a 40-year sentence was extremely satisfying to us. We knew that Chansamorn was behind this.
Chansamorn treated people like commodities. She wanted everything for nothing. But in the end, she got what she paid for.
This woman wasn't looking for love. She was looking for a wallet.
These deadly women loved cash more than their men. Yaluma Curry Walker ordered the execution of her devoted husband. Robin Lindum discarded lovers like garbage. And Chansamorn Pokai took a hit out on her trusting husband. All three committed murder without lifting a finger. They made sure they had clean hands for dirty deeds.